Hi, welcome to the Escape Memoirs Mansion Heist Solo 80% speedrun. Tutorial slash guide. I know it's a lot to say. There are two rules you should know before starting a run. That's one, you cannot pre-aim your mouse, and two, timer starts as soon as you move, mainly because there's a fade into the map, and you don't really know when the time officially starts, or when you can officially move. So time starts as soon as you move. You can be looking anywhere because for some reason you have like control of your mouse. Before or after, I think. Uh, you hit skip intro. Starting, you will basically be wanting to go upstairs. You will be in line of this kind of post on this spiral stairs. Um, just as a warning, if you want to restart a run, if you mess up on the spiral stairs, don't hit teleport to beginning, because you will be either moved to the left or to the left and back. Somewhere over to the left, you will not be teleported to the same spawn. So just start a new game. Going up here, you can either be looking at here, we're going to be looking at here for now, but you can either be looking over here like I just did, or up here. Starting, uh, basically going up these stairs, it's very simple. You just want to kind of look at this post, kind of do like a fast circle with your keys, not moving your mouse. Make sure you kind of time it well so you don't get stuck on the post like I just did. It's not very hard to learn. Going past the little corners, you can get past these however you'd like. Kind of interacting with this wall puzzle for the very first time. You want to kind of be away from it because the door over here to our right does open outwards towards us. So it opens this way instead of inwards. Um, to solve the very first puzzle for the first time, the way I would remember it is how many times I would have to click the individual pieces. So for the very first one, it would be 4. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. This one being 3, 1, 2, 3. This one being 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one being 2, 1, 2. And then this one being 3, 1, 2, and 3. As you can see, the lock unlocks. Again, make sure to watch out because you can get stuck here if you don't go over here too far. You can even bump into it. So maybe just go around it. You could kind of do it fast, but moving over to the first room, kind of want to interact with the door from a distance as well. Because if you don't, you can stop on this for like a split second. So interact with that. Interact with this from a distance as well. In this room, there are 2 puzzles that you do have to complete in order to unlock this drawer, which has the key in it for the second room. Interacting with this box first, you have a music puzzle. You can move the little side pieces. You will not be touching the yellow or blue, mainly the red, green, black, and purple. There are 2 ways to remember how to do this. The very first one is this being 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, pressing the button. The other way being the red and purple face bottom right, and then these bottom left. So I would do red, green, black, and then purple, or red, green, purple, and then black, whichever way you think is fastest. Clicking this little button in the middle, you can either aim right here or right on this screw, so you can grab the red ball first. You're only going to be needing the red ball and the blue ball. So clicking here, grabbing this red ball, placing it on the pressure pad. Coming back over here, you can still interact with the puzzle. So coming back over here, you can click basically here, and then it takes you here. It makes it a bit easier than aiming in the middle. Grab this blue ball, aim it, not aim it, put it on the pressure plate, pressure pad, whatever you want to call it. And then make your way kind of fast over to here, or if you want, kind of just place it, move, and then interact with this. That way, you can interact with the pressure pad and this puzzle, because there are 3 other marbles or balls that you have to place on here, and it makes it kind of just easier than moving back and forth. This puzzle, if you don't get it after a while of practicing, just like pull up a picture. You can even take a picture after we're done solving this one. That being said, there are 4 columns going from right to left, this being 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Starting on the right, there are a couple ways to do this, but I will only be going over 2. That just being remembering which ways they all go. The second way is, like, the way I would remember this is 3 down, bottom up. That being all 3 of these first ones aim down, this one aims up. Kind of easy, kind of simple. This one being middle right, so these 2 will be facing the middle, and then these 2 facing right. This one, the 3rd column, would be up, left, this being up again, which is already there, so you don't have to touch this one like I just did, and then this one being left. So up, left, up, left. Moving on to the last column, it's basically the same ordeal with this, except the last one will be facing to the right, and they will all be facing up. Now, you can still interact with this puzzle just like any other puzzle. So you can either aim kind of in the middle here. I normally aim here. Pick up this ball. You will be brought back to where you were standing. Go ahead and place all of them. A little tricky. You can either move forward just a bit or something if you'd like, so it's a bit easier to interact. You can pick up the ball before your camera stops above the box. Opening this, you kind of want to pre-aim, because this door also opens out or slides out. It opens toward you, as you can see. So I would recommend either stopping or just kind of moving past it. Coming into the second room, there are 3 puzzles that you would have to do. That being the cabinet, light puzzle, and then the grate puzzle. Coming into this room, you kind of want to interact with this from afar as well. This one's fairly simple. It's probably one of the simplest ones here, maybe even second. It's fairly simple. You just want to do a backwards L, and then kind of like an R shape, I guess you could say. It's not very hard. Kind of making a swiggly, or like a sideways S. I don't know why that's so hard for me to say. There are 2 puzzle pieces in here. This being the very first one we will pick up. Heading outside of the room, we will have the main puzzle. As you can see, these rotate. This being the very first puzzle, just remember this goes on the bottom middle. That being the very first one. Coming back in and grabbing the second piece from the cabinet, this one has 2 pentagons with lines in the middle on the side. This one goes on the top right. Heading back in on the first table to your right, there is another puzzle piece. Want to grab this one, and this one will be middle left. So just like that. Now you can see these are lighting up nicely. Heading back in, behind this puzzle is another puzzle piece. Take this, and this will be middle right. Heading back in across the room in the corner, on the bottom shelf, or drawer, you want to pick up this puzzle piece, which is all circles. This one's very easy to remember, and this one's just far left. Very, very simple to remember. Heading in here, after you place that one, we're going to do the light puzzle. So coming in on this top shelf, you will have a tall light bulb. Crouch, place it on this kind of cloth that's draping over the floor and wall. Coming in this bottom drawer, you want to grab another tall light bulb and this small light bulb. Now, there are 2 bulbs that are still working in this room, which is this one and this one. Do not pick up this one or this one. These two are broken, but this one still works. Now, as you place this very last one, all you have to do is look at this blue can, oil can, and then you will be able to pick it up. Still crouching, you want to head over to the light puzzle. Do not interact with it. You can place them just by staring at it, at the little slots. The big one will be the very first one that you place, far left. Next goes the small, and then the last two, all the tall ones. Again, this one's very easy to remember. You cannot interact with this one, it is stuck. It is very easy to remember due to how many times you click. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then 3. That will open up 3 drawers. You cannot see that third one from when you interact. Do not open up this first one, there is nothing. But as you can see, another puzzle piece is in here. So as soon as you open up this drawer, you can interact with it. You cannot stand up immediately. So do not worry about standing up immediately. Stand up after a while. This one is bottom left. Interacting with the last puzzle. This one is kind of a bit tricky to remember. I got it fairly fast. I will try and explain it to you as best as I can. So making your way into the room, past that stool, kind of want to... I don't know how you want to go around this. I usually just go... I take a wider approach. Interacting with the very right kind of silver piece. You want to bring this all the way down. This red one to the right. This one up. Silver piece to the right. Silver piece to the right. Put this one into place. Move this left one all the way down. Do not touch this one just yet. Move these out of the way and move the second red piece into position. Move this red piece to the left. And then all you're going to have to do is move this one to the right, this one all the way down, and then the red piece into the last position. As you see, we just unlocked it. You can either aim at the bottom or wherever you would like. I recommend aiming at the bottom so you can pick it up a tiny bit faster. Sorry for the stutter there. This one goes on the very top. Now there are ways to remember where to put these. The first one here. Second one I think was this one. No, second one would be this one. So it would be bottom, middle bottom, top right, middle left, middle right, bottom left, top, and then, oh, you have the left one as well, but that one's very easy to remember. Grabbing this last one, you can grab this, did not mean to do that. You can, as soon as you interact, you can grab it before your camera stops. Place this here. As you saw, you can turn these. So you will only be turning 4. This top one would be 3 times. This one being twice. This one being twice. And then this one being once. As you see, the door is unlocked. It does not swing towards you, it swings inwards. I do recommend opening up this left door so you have a straight shot outwards, so you don't have to go around it. There are 5 statue heads in this entire room. Starting with this one. This one being 1, this one being 2, 3, 4, and then this one being the 5th one. It's going to go 1, 4, 2, 3, 5. These buttons are very hard to hit, but you can hit them from a distance if you practice hard enough. I am not very good at this. Clicking all 5 of these, you can either look this way, or as soon as you click it, you can look this way. You can stand up if you'd like. I feel like it's a bit harder to interact with this. But again, you cannot stand up immediately. So I would recommend looking up, grabbing, standing up, placing it, and then grabbing the nugget, heading out. With this one, how many times you would click this is 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1. It's fairly simple to remember that. Again, interact, boom. Crouch underneath this banister. I forgot to mention you can crouch underneath that one as well to get to the 5th one. Crouch underneath this banister, head out of this door. As you can see, it benefited us because if this was closed, you would have to go around it. But since it's not, we have a straight shot to the exit. The exit is in the very first room on the top floor. Heading through this door, your time will end as soon as the title of the game pops up, which I will show you here in a second. So time would be now, or a little before that, as soon as you see it. This was Escape Memoirs, Mansion Heist, solo, any percent speedrun tutorial guide, whatever you want to call it. I do appreciate you watching this. There will be a link in the description for the world record of this category.